Hey, good afternoon, everybody. So, I finished cleaning this all up, and if you want to take a peek at it, all this is all done. Uh, it's wire wheeled off with multiple times. I've showed you a couple different ways. You do the main brush, and then you do your little brush, which I think I need a new one. I destroyed it, but that same thing. Go back on the Harbor Freight and go get some more stuff. So I had to do some running around today, and now we're gonna prime this all. Always there's Houston, we have a problem. I was like, I cleaning this all up, and I'll show you a closer look. And I put a really bright light on this thing, which I'm selling on eBay, and I'll show you in a second though. But here's where everything is right now. I dried it off. It's not so scaly. It looks pretty good. This side going all the way around. You got, of course I got the whole rotor off, and you got this whole side over here, and it looks pretty good. I got the back side of the differential and that actuator that I had problems with the other Jeep, but this one's not a problem. So it's all cleaned up, ready to prime. We're gonna prime it in a couple of seconds, but of course we have a problem. So I'm like, the heck, I cleaned it off. Why is something wet? So I was like looking over here, and a caliper hose right here. Well, yeah, hose. It's a metal line, and then it's rubber. So it started leaking right here. If you notice that, right there. If you notice that at the connection right here, it rotted away. So, like I said before, rust is good. And then you remove the rust, now you got a leak. So what you do is clamp it off, hose clamp. It's good enough. It'll slow it down to the point where you'll be okay. I already went on eBay, and I made, what I do is lately is I find a part, and then I look around, make sure that's pretty much the lowest bid you can get or close, and then I look for ones that you can make an offer. So I said, you know what, I'll make an offer, and I just thought it came through. I'll see if I got it or not. So I did 2 different people, and I'll put some in stock. So I have 2 different hoses coming. I'm doing both sides. I'll show you. I'm going to put you on the other side, and then we'll grab the primer. So it's a pretty easy hose. It looks like it goes back that way. I don't know. It doesn't look that bad. It's not that expensive. So it's better that it leaks on the lift than when you hit the brakes and pops the line. So all the lines, the solid steel lines, are all replaced, but not every component. Now there's so many components to a brake system. I'm talking from master to you got lines, proportioning valves, metering valves. You got calipers, hoses. You got regular steel lines, and then you got obviously every component here. You got your calipers, pads, rotors, drums. You got, I would say 500 different parts. I'm not even there. So it's like, oh, you just have to. No, there's a lot of different parts on a brake system. On the older Jeeps, this is what happens. When you do a line, you better do them all. So what happens is, now I did a line, now I'm gonna have to bleed the system, or at least gravity bleed it and bleed this one side. As long as you don't lose the fluid in the master and you don't get air there, you'll be okay. So clamp it off, you'll be okay. But it's better now. It happened on a lift, and we'll just pop 2 new hoses on. We're still gonna do the redneck brake system because it doesn't need brakes now. So we're just cleaning everything up. We're gonna prime everything. Let me show you the other side. Oh, before I go, let me show you. I mean, I'm gonna blind everybody, but see this front freaking light? I got that light on, and it's got so much heat. And that light, I'm gonna maybe show you the back side of it. Right there. It's an old Craftsman light. It's got the light switch on the back there. It works. It's just a normal 110 light, extremely bright. Let me lower the light. Oh, man. That's on the high setting. And then you got, that's got 2 halogen bulbs that go straight across. And then you got off, you got high. Oh, there's you got low. So you got low, it puts the high, it puts one of the halogen lights on. This will heat the shop. These things put off a lot of heat. That's why they have this grate on here. And I don't care. Don't ever grab the damn light. Even though it puts off massive heat. So I put it on about twice as much light so we can see what's going on underneath the Jeep. But on the other side, if you notice right here, Right here, you can see the other hose is pretty much going bad. And if you watched my video the other day, the hose was going bad. And I kept saying, I was looking at, that's not so bad. Yeah, that's not so bad. And then I'm looking at the lines and I'm brushing them off. I'm like, wow, those lines are about to pop, pop. So, like I said, better off now. Let's put Robert on a little bit, see what he can do for us. All right, you gonna follow me, buddy? So let him follow me and we lower the radio a little bit. So now we're gonna work on, and as I was doing that, you're cleaning everything off. You know what a good idea is? Let me scan this off there. So another good idea is blow it off after you're all done. Now this has all been wire wheeled off, and the first step of that painting process. Basically degreasing everything, getting everything around all the joints pretty close. Let's prime this and let's get going on this. So I want to prime it and maybe paint it today. It ain't gonna happen. So I got my degreaser, there's not much left. You got your metal prep. Basically your metal prep, you're gonna take a brush, did all that, and so did all that, blah blah blah, bare metal, keep services, blah blah blah. Hey, then it just says apply. Paint, blah blah blah, so apply. Apply with a brush, roller, whatever, or dip metal in the paint, chrome surfaces. So basically, you take a brush and you brush it on. So it's not a science here. I'm just going to show you. Shake it up. I got a brush here. We'll put you on. We'll put you on this side. Well, yeah, we'll put you on over here. So I'm sorry, Robert, but he's going to try watching me. He's all crooked now. Robert, why are you always crooked? Like this stand is toast, man. I messed up everything. So let me move my camera this way and hopefully it won't click off. All right, Robert, that's a little better, buddy. So take this. I gotta find some kind of something to put this in. I got a brush. I gotta put this in my coffee cup. That's not too smart. I got a small little pan. Let me grab the pan. Robert, you're not gonna be able to follow me. And then I'm just gonna brush it on, leaving it at that. I'm gonna brush it on, just showing you a little bit, and that's it. And then I'll finish the job, and then you can watch later. I got this Handy Paint Pal liner. It's a liner. I guess it's supposed to go in something, but it's gonna go in my hands. That's about all I can tell you. So I've used this before on the Yellow Submarine, where underneath it we did a lot of that. Oh, it's like purple. That's it. And I will say though, it is sticky. I remember that it is sticky, because I remember like, man, it doesn't look like anything. It looks like I'm doing nothing. So as we do this little purple stuff, and what you're gonna do is get it on. That's it. I mean, it's just a primer, so it starts adhering to everything, and you're gonna go over everything. I mean, you don't have to. It's not like you gotta worry about runs or dries. Really good. All these parts that I'm gonna paint, I'm just gonna prime it. You don't have to go crazy. That's it. But I did a lot of it. I don't even prime the shocks, because I would like to paint the shocks, figure out what color it's supposed to be. So I'm not gonna bore you with that. That's all you're gonna do, is you're gonna put it on everything, and that's it. I wouldn't paint this part, but I'm gonna prime it anyway. I might put a coat of like a spray on here, and not this kind of paint, not this other paint. This other paint is very strong, and it'll go good. Last thing you do before you do all this is what I do all the time. is I tried to hang up the calipers. So use your wire hangers from home and hang up the caliper right behind me. Okay, I gotta shut off Robert because Robert's like trying to look at me and I'm trying to have the caliper. So there's the caliper hanging from any piece of metal there, and now it's away from everything, so you're not gonna. You'd be like, you paint the caliper on, you'd be like stuck off. So I hang it with just regular wire hangers. You should be good. So let me get to work on this. Not gonna bore you with all that. Now we're gonna prime everything, and then hopefully we can paint it in the morning. I tried to do today, but I just have too many things to do. Let me get this done, and I will see everybody tomorrow. Maybe we'll paint it. Maybe we'll have some time to paint it tonight, because today's Wednesday, tomorrow's Thursday to paint it, and we can maybe drive it on Friday. Well, that's when we get the brake lines. Like I was saying, what I do is on eBay is I find the part, right from here, boom, boom, boom. I was on my phone, boom. Go in my eBay, go in my garage. My garage is saved for all this information on this one, 4-cylinder boom. I looked it up, whatever, I think it was $37. I went down pretty low on him. So I gotta see my bids if I got it through. And then I ordered another set that was way cheaper. And they were an extended line. They were stainless steel extended line. I'd rather put stock in here. I'm just gonna put it stock. But I'm gonna get the extended lines too. I made bids on both. So we'll see. I might have 4 lines. Who knows? I go from 2 to 4. I'll just put them on the shelf. Whatever ones I don't use. The extended lines would be nice. So if you lift it a little bit, even a shackle lift, extend the lines a little bit, because all this kind of stuff, now you extend. These are things you got to do, because I've lifted trucks before. The things you got to do is you get your brake lines, your pitman arm, and sometimes your radiator, your fan will go down lower and it'll hit the shroud. You got to watch that. Your shifter boot's going to drop down too. On a body lift, suspension lift, everything will pretty much stay the same. You got to watch your steering linkage. Your steering linkage is going to stretch out a little bit, and your drive shaft. So there's a lot to do. And your major thing is drop that pitman arm. You get a 4-inch lift, the suspension, drop your pitman arm 4 inches. If you raise something, the pitman arm is going to go, and all the bars are going to go. They're all going to be at a different angle. That's where you're going to have your wobble, man. Don't do it. All right, let me get to work. I'll be talking to you later. Bye.